Here's a clip from the Southwestern Lead app.
Tonight we're just going to talk about 3 simple things. These ideas are going to be much less significant than what you just heard from our panel here, but I hope that there'll be some things for you. I like to phrase things in the positive, 3 things to cherish, which is a modern way of saying what my DSL used to say. He used to say, now men, listen to me. There's 3 things you should never take for granted. Your life, your wife, and your success. Well, guess what? This is not 1975. This is modern times. This organization is not mostly men. So we're going to rephrase this a little differently. But first of all, a tribute to my sales manager, Jim Calder. So we're going to phrase this a little bit more positively. Instead of talking about 3 things that we should never take for granted, I want to talk about 3 things we should all cherish. That we should all cherish. First of all, our lives. So I hope you've kept some notes about what's gone on here. Cherishing life is what it's all about. And making sure that we do our part to help other people live the full life that God granted for them and is intended to be. But we know that lives are cut short, right? Some lives are dramatic in how they're cut short. John Denver. I did my John Denver rendition a few moments ago. John Denver, one of the purest voices, one of the greatest folk singers, lived in Colorado, decided to go flying an ultralight. Ultralight's a 1-person aircraft over Monterey Bay, didn't have enough fuel, he went down. This is what you call a dramatic tragedy of a life cut short. But most of the lives that are cut short, it's not public. There's no press release, there's no photographers. These are what we call private tragedies. They're much, much more common. So the top causes of death by age group, this is categorized by the CDC as unintentional injury. Unintentional injury. Well, I don't know anybody that would intentionally injure themselves. But unintentional injury, this is accidental death. And in your age group, in your age cohort, I think it's pretty striking. Of people that are 15 to 24, nearly 40% of the accidental deaths, nearly 40% die because of accidental death, of which 70% are drug-related. This is 15 to 24-year-olds. Of 24 to 34-year-olds, 41% of these unintentional injuries are brought on by this, and you can see 84% is drug-related. Some people like to take chances. They love to take chances. It's cool to take chances. But we never know how we're going to react and how we're going to respond. Don't do stupid stuff. Cherish life as much as you can. The second biggest cause in this age group is suicide. If you know somebody that is on the edge, that has talked about it, that has done something like even talk about plans for it, get help. Call 911. Don't be afraid to do that. We have done that before. Because it is such a ridiculously impossible solution. But when some people get to be so desperate, this is what they think about. And look at this in the age group of many people here. To me, these are private tragedies that are all avoidable. All avoidable. Cherish life. I didn't know Maria was solicited for an affirmation. But my life couldn't be what it is if some people hadn't stepped in and said, Dan, stop that amount of drinking. Stop that stupidness. Stop that stuff. I would never have met my granddaughter. So let's cherish our lives. Let's help each other cherish our lives. And let's be that kind of person for each other. You see, I used to have a brother and a sister. That's my brother Mike. Mike lived here in Colorado most of his life. Mike only lived to be 58. He died of opioid abuse. My kid sister Susie, she was a sweetheart. She loved cats. Susie made it to 46. She died of smoking-related lung cancer. Both of those were avoidable. Both of them thought they had longer. We never know how much time we've got. So my encouragement, my urging, my exhortation to everyone here, let's not do stupid stuff that cuts it short. We good with me on that? So we're going to cherish life. So the lesson, as Jim Calder would put it, don't take your life for granted. Don't be doing dumb things.
Southwestern Lead is an international leadership program that helps you build skills, gain confidence, and discover new opportunities. With professional coaching, a world-class digital learning platform, and certifications that will enhance your resume or application, Lead sets you apart. We'll show you how to turn success principles into success habits through small group training, one-on-one coaching, and guided action plans to help you apply what you're learning. It takes more than academics to reach your goals. See what one of America's oldest leadership training programs can do for you. Visit southwesternlead.com.